Good evening, Westwood, and welcome to the Canton Ice House for TVL Girls Hockey. You're watching Westwood Media Center coverage of your Westwood Girls Hockey, and we have a fantastic game for you tonight, folks. We have two top teams in Division II. Westwood, the #1 team for Division II, with Medfield, the #7 team for Division II. Westwood coming into tonight at 14-0-1, and the Medfield Warriors 19-3-2. And technically tonight is a home game for Medfield Warriors, Westwood on the road. So not too often you see Westwood sitting in the left side bench, on the away bench. But tonight they are the away team because Medfield now part of the home teams here at the Canton Ice House. And joined, as always, Evan Cardamino. He is working the technical directing tonight. We have Michael McGrail in turn working the camera, and we have a very special guest who was along here for the boys game, very exciting boys game we had here earlier, and he's going to be here for the girls game as well. Mr. Tom Nappy, who is he's the sports director at HCAM and also one of the great guys helping out with the Tri-Valley League with TVL Sportsnet and covering everything TVL related. Tom, how are you? Thanks for joining us.
Morgan, I'm doing great. Happy to be here, and you know, you invited me to stay, and I said, you know what, I can't miss the top two girls hockey teams in the TVL. This should be a great game tonight. And I saw last time they played, they tied 5-5.
5-5 tie, so Westwood went up. They scored a bunch of goals in the second period, and they were up 5-2. And then Medfield had some great opportunities. They had a bunch of 2-on-1s. They had breakaways, and they buried them. And you know what, it was interesting because they tied it up with probably about 10 minutes remaining in the third, and then it was great goaltending by both goaltenders, going into overtime. And then there was some big saves by the goaltenders in overtime as well. Since then, Westwood has had some injuries, so their starting goaltender, Jen Lynn, she's out, unfortunately. 8th grader Naomi Sherman is in. She's done a terrific job of helping out. Her name has been called. She's answered the bell. She is not the only 8th grader. There is a few more other 8th graders that have been huge parts of this Westwood team. It's a young team and an old team. They have a lot of 8th graders, freshmen, and then they got some seniors. And then that's kind of it. In between they have a couple juniors, but it's such an interesting dynamic. And Tom, when you see them play, it's an amazing team to watch. They love each other. They care for each other. They have a big game. And they're feeling really good about the way they played. They're 14 wins on the season, no losses. One tie, that only tie was to Medfield.
Well, actually, I'm getting a sneak peek tonight, obviously, but I'm going to get to see them Saturday as the Westwood girls will be taking on the Hopkinton Hiller girls. And for you Westwood fans out there, we'll have that game live on HCAM, so you'll be able to watch our stream. And Morgan, I believe you'll be joining us for that
I'm going out there. I'm going out there with the big dog because, you get Mr. Nappy, Mr. Donahue together, and you're going to have a great call.
That's right.
Mental health awareness game and TVL Girls Hockey matchup between the Westwood Wolverines and your Medfield Warriors. Participating team athletes, coaches, and contest officials work diligently to prepare for today's competition. Please show your appreciation by demonstrating good sportsmanship and respect for all in attendance. Thank you so much. Now for the starting lineups. First from Westwood. Senior number 6, Ava Thurmans. Freshman number 16, Maggie Ash. Sophomore number 18, Erin Carolyn. Senior captain number 72, Kate Sullivan. Freshman number 23, Abigail Presley. And goal 8 number 30, Naomi Sherman. Head coach Lauren Miller. And now, for your Medfield Warriors. Junior number 3, Alana Golden. 8th grader number 4, Bridget Kelly. Junior number 5, Jenna McDonald. 8th grader number 16, Leah Carlson. Freshman number 20, Parker Gavin. And in goal, junior number 31, Peyton Baraki. Head coach, John Summers. Ladies and gentlemen, this time, if you are willing and able, please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you so much, and best of luck to both teams.
All right, we are about to get underway here, the second game of the doubleheader. Very interesting to see Westwood in their home rink, not as the home team. It's I feel like a fish out of water experience.
Yeah, I had a couple experiences with the Hillers being the away team at the New England Sports Center. It's a little difficult to get used to.
But nonetheless, we are about ready to get underway.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though. These two great teams sharing the rink, and you know, I'm sure, especially come playoff time, considering they're in different divisions, they'll have some practices with each other as well.
Well, you know what? Medfield in Division 2 for girls hockey.
That's right.
Yeah. So even on the TBL
they all are.
So, but Medfield boys are in Division 3.
All right, so they will not have practices.
So they will not. No. Well, they might. You know, every now and then, or actually, yeah, you're right. I think
scrimmage.
I think the when they do those, it's with different division teams. You know, Westwood has done it with like BC High. You know, for lacrosse going into play. Some really good combinations
This
to
could
do.
be a potential playoff matchup.
Oh,
right
big
here.
time. Absolutely. Late stage as well, you know.
This is going to be a fun one.
A couple changes made on the starters for Medfield. They pulled a couple players off to put a couple players back on. Medfield with the draw. We're going to work it right in. That's number 7, Brooke Riley. Puck work back behind the net for the Wolverines. Erin Carolyn, a nice escape move. Trying to work it on the near side. Puck works up top. Shot on net, turned away by Sherman. Sherman, 8th grade goaltender for the Wolverines. As mentioned, she's done a terrific job stepping right in there for the Wolverines when called upon. We had an injury that happened to Jen Lynn, and she's done a terrific job. That puck goes outside and going to force Medfield to have to tag up as Westwood gets their breakout going. Themistocles to Ash. Ash hits the ice. We have a hand in the air, and we're going to get a first power play of the game, and the Wolverines are going to be on the power play. So Ash got tripped there, drew the penalty, and the Wolverines going to get their first look.
Yeah, that was a big collision along the near side, and we're up for Medfield to start off being down a man.
Yeah, that's a penalty to number 20, Parker Cappan. The Wolverines going to get right on their power play. Puck sent up top, and that gets just by Erin Gannett. Goes down the length of the ice. Liz Levering, keep an eye on her, Tom. She's an 8th grader. She is a very talented defenseman. One of the hardest shots you'll see amongst both these teams. She scored a lot of goals from just at the top of the point with her shot. Medfield able to get a stick on that. They send it back down the length of the ice. It forced West to go back and play it.
Yeah,
work the breakout.
I had a chance to see this Medfield team. They have a couple of great shooters as well.
Yeah.
Look out for Annie Flippo. She's a very good shooter.
They got a terrific goaltender too, Paraki. Must have had 35 saves in the Wolverines the first time they played.
Yeah, she was tremendous against the Hillers as well. Very tough to get around her. And she was just all over the place, cat-like reflexes.
Yeah, great job by the Wolverines keeping that puck in. Working it towards the net. That was kept in by Justine Connolly. Puck goes up top to Kate Sullivan. Captain Kate Sullivan, she has been one of the most remarkable players to come through the girls hockey program in quite some time. Kat Keith, another one that comes to mind. Kate Sullivan creeping up on the record for most points ever in Westwood Girls Hockey history. You know, when you add the rest of the games in the playoffs, certainly can be done. Terrific leader. She's also a fantastic lacrosse player. She's going to play lacrosse at the next level at Connecticut College.
That's fantastic.
Puck iced and gets through. So a great play there by the Medfield defender. I believe that was Michaela McDonald, able to get that puck through and sent down the length of the ice.
Yeah, Medfield's doing a good job at keeping the puck out of the danger zone during this power play.
Hicks sends it far side. Wolverines working it down low. That was Maeve Kelly, the defenseman for Medfield. And Westwood, the puck in front of the net, just missed, and then covered by Paraki. That was Gannon with the opportunity on the backhand, trying to stuff that on the far side with a great save by Paraki.
Yeah, Paraki, she doesn't let the puck rebound too much.
No.
She was had a little stumble there, but was able to cover it up, and that's a good thing. You had a lot of those Westwood forwards ready to attack.
She's got tremendous rebound control. The puck won in the far corner. Westwood looking to crash down and win a puck battle. Good job by Medfield working that back. Parker Cathan. She works up the far side, finds number 24, Abby Fish. Westwood making it difficult up there, getting the sticks in the puck lanes. Westwood working it back. That puck gets knocked loose, but ends up on the stick of Westwood. Hughes was looking to advance that. And then it ends up on the stick of Marino. Marino chipping in chase, going after that puck. Tom, as we mentioned earlier, Marino, Westwood starting goaltender and backup goalie Naomi were both either sick or injured. They needed someone to go in and play. Julia Marino did. She got a shutout versus Norwood.
That is tremendous.
It's an amazing story. Puck played back by the Wolverines. Fallon Campbell, puck inside to Sullivan. Sullivan was looking to shoot, and that puck got knocked off her stick. Liz Levering playing in the neutral zone. She's got some speed.
The ice must be a little slick out there. I'm seeing a lot of tripping up.
A little bit. It's that time of year when you get a lot of games, you know, just game after game after game for,
right,
you know, every single day. Ice is not as solid and fresh as it has been. Westwood able to work that in. Ash going to send it back to Sullivan. Sullivan makes a couple nice moves to maintain the possession. She works the backhand to the front of the net. No one there. Medfield able to get that out. Westwood kept it in. Ash has it down low. Looking for Sullivan, but it was a good stick lift there by Medfield.
Just a swing and a miss there by Sullivan. It was a good feed.
Yeah, good job by the Wolverines to keep that in. It looked like it was close to the blue line. Chevry on the near side has it to Ash. Ash sends it back to let Westwood regroup. Played by Connolly. And Connolly finds an open Westwood player up top. And they're going to change out their players. Medfield working in with some speed. Wolverine players trying to take away some space. A nice move. Shot on net. Saved by Chevry.
Wow, that was a great move by Mavie Kelly.
Yes. You work inside, then outside, then back inside to get a great look. Now coming on the far side. Shot saved by Chevry. Or saved by Sherman, and she covers it up. That was a shot by number 7, Brooke Riley, who is a terrific player for Medfield. She had a couple goals in the first game versus Westwood.
Yeah, Brooke Riley, another one you got to look out for on Medfield. And good pressure by the Warriors. They got the puck in Westwood's zone. They're putting it on net, and that's what they got to do.
Yep.
Keep pounding the net.
Face off won by Westwood. And stop behind the net. They find a nice clean pass over to Hughes. And Westwood going to work it back. Themistocles. And a nice touch pass on the stick of Marino. Marino moving her feet. And Westwood able to work that puck in the Medfield territory. Avery Hughes battling in the corner. She's got Marino helping her out. Puck sent up, goes into the skate of the Medfield player, but then whacked by Hayden Cox. Kept in by Themistocles. But Medfield able to regroup, get that puck back. Pass inside, and that's a fantastic stick by Themistocles to keep that puck to the outside. Shot attempt goes wide. The Westwood player goes down. No call. Westwood's going to work it in. They're going to change it out. So great change there by the Wolverines to get the puck past the red, get it in deep, get some fresh legs out there. Sullivan behind the net. She was looking to send it up top to the point to Levering. Missed on that connection. And batted down by Connolly, or Campbell. Campbell going to play it back off the back boards. Nice chip play there by Levering to advance that puck up. He's got Presley on the outside. When she gets her feet moving, keep an eye on that, folks. Terrific skater. Maggie Ash in the middle over to Presley. Presley sends it over to Ash. Ash looking to shoot. Shot just wide right.
And Medfield keeping their defenders back. They know about the speed on this Westwood team.
Yes. That's the thing is you now allow teams to watch. Shot on net by Sullivan. Save by Paraki. They're trying to flip that puck out. Levering was able to get a hand on that.
Both goaltenders very busy so far in this first period.
Sullivan waiting for a player to come on. A nice backhanded pass to Gannon. Shot gets deflected. Tom, you may remember Gannon's name. She scored 19 goals this year, 20 goals this year as a freshman on the soccer team.
Oh, wow.
She had a big goal in the Westwood upset over the Hillers. It was one of our more memorable games we've ever covered.
Oh, absolutely. That was a tremendous win for Westwood. And it was a good wake-up call for the Hillers at that time.
Yep.
Because they were kind of, they had a tremendous season, but they were kind of sinking a little, and I think that game really woke them up.
Yeah. Yep. Westwood looking to do the neutral zone regroup. They send it in. Gannon able to get in front of that one. She's trying to work it over to Bridget Lewis. Westwood comes away with it. Gannon behind the net, looking in front. Puck gets deflected, goes just past Piraki. It's still loose. Works its way to the front of the net, and then Medfield able to get a stick on it and flip it out.
I'll tell you, I don't see any goals coming easy in this one.
No, they're going to be hard earned. Medfield going to put that in deep. Chasing after it is Justine Connolly. Sends it on the near side. Gannon on the half wall boards. Westwood able to get that out. They're looking to connect there with Bridget Lewis on a pass from Hicks. And then right back into Medfield territory. Westwood going to change out their forwards. Medfield working it in. They make some nice moves in the neutral zone with their feet. They find a player on the far side. Shot blocked by the Westwood defender. That was blocked by Justine Connolly. Selfless play. Got in front of that shot.
That's not an easy shot to put your body in front of.
No, that's playoff style hockey, is blocking shots. The selfless play of getting in front of those shots to help out your goaltender. Puck sent up top. Themistocles trying to get it through. That gets deflected. You got Medfield player going the other way. Jenna McDonald. And then covered by Sherman.
Good job by Sherman covering that up. You saw McDonald flying up the ice.
That was Jenna McDonald, who is the daughter of my high school defense coach, Stephen McDonald, a Westwood guy. So there's some Westwood ties on the Medfield team. It's not just his daughter. There's another McDonald, one of Stephen's brothers, and Lisa Cass McDonald, who's the mother as well of Michaela McDonald, I believe. I get the other names of the McDonalds, but some great Westwood lineage. Yes, Michaela McDonald, the senior captain for Medfield. Terrific player on defense. She's right there, number 2. Presley jumps on the puck. She's looking to center it, finds Ash. Ash with the shot, she scores! On a beautiful pass by Presley, and she put that puck in the net on the far side to put the Wolverines on the board, 1-0.
That was perfection. Presley flying up the ice, a pitch-perfect pass over to Maggie Ash, who pops it in. A beautiful goal for Westwood.
I said it earlier, I said keep an eye on Presley. When she gets her feet moving, she is one of the most talented skaters in the league, certainly on Westwood, but it creates opportunities like that. It all started in the defensive zone. A clean breakout like that, to be able to use that speed and find your open player on a 2-on-1. Huge opportunity for the Wolverines, and way to capitalize to get the first goal.
Yeah, that's why Medfield, for the most part, been keeping defenders back, but that time Westwood just had them burnt coming up the ice.
Westwood, the puck behind the net, trying to find Presley on the far side. Sullivan walks away with it. She's going to send the puck on the far side to Ash. Ash works inside, shot, turned away by Piraki. Sullivan there on the rebound, the puck loose in front of the net, and squirts through. Medfield going to jump on that, but then great play by Presley. Her speed, just be able to close windows and to get turnovers like that is next level.
Absolutely, and that's why you saw those defenders flying back there. They didn't want to make the same mistake twice.
Westwood jumps in on that one. Lewis works in it towards the net. She hits the ice, and the puck squirts behind Medfield net. Westwood walks away with it again. Hicks with a shot on net, turned away by Piraki. Then Gannon, another attempt. That puck gets blocked and ends up on the stick of Medfield. They're going to ice it, and we're going to get a whistle.
Yeah, they're going to get the icing, but they're going to be able to make the change they wanted.
Yeah.
That was a long shift for Medfield, and they needed to get some fresh legs in there.
You get the face-off, though. Face-offs are huge. You know, it does help you to get new players out there, but Westwood, you get a quick win, you get a quick shot. That's a good look you want to have. Puck sent into the far side boards. Loose puck. Hughes jumps on that. Cox battling, then Levering walks into the play. She's taking a little stick work there, but able to still maintain that possession. And a turnover by Medfield. Medfield going the other way. It's on the stick of number 24, Abby Fish. And a great back check by the Wolverines, able to knock that puck loose. And Julia Marino, it's been a terrific player for the Wolverines. She's so responsible on defense. She's a tremendous forechecker. And an inside look there. That was a pass by Levering over to Ash. That got turned away by Piraki. And as we mentioned, Tom, Piraki just so solid in net. So solid. She's turning away a lot of these shots. She's seeing a lot of them. She's probably had about 8 saves already here in the first.
Oh, yeah. She's been very busy in this first period and doing very well. Has turned away some great shots from Westwood. But the one thing Medfield can't allow to happen is Westwood to be pounding the zone. They got to keep that zone covered and keep Westwood off balance.
Puck won by Medfield. Good stick there by Connolly. And Wolverine defenders making great adjustments. Sullivan walking in, makes a nice move, go to the net, she hits the ice, and are we gonna get a penalty shot? Yes! We're gonna get a penalty shot! Sullivan, this is the second one we've seen in the last 2 games we've covered, Evan. We're gonna get a penalty shot.
Yeah, that was a trip there, and maybe a goal-saving trip.
Yes, that's a good penalty to have, you know, when we were talking about earlier. Kate Sullivan, one of the most decorated players to ever play for Westwood Hockey. Gonna have a penalty shot look here. So the ref explaining to the goaltender, you gotta go back in the net, you gotta start in the net when you blow the whistle. Once he blows the whistle, the goaltender can come out to make the play. And on the whistle, Sullivan can play, so she is now live. She can go out, make the play. So Sullivan on a penalty shot, makes the move. Oh, goes through the crease, no good.
That went just through the crease.
She had her beat and just went through the crease, missing there.
Good job by Piraki.
Yeah.
Got a little outside of the crease at first, then came back a little bit. I think kind of threw Sullivan off a little.
She's going to remember that, though. She is a highly motivated player. I'd imagine she's going to still put a couple in the back of the net in this game. Tremendous player. So all in all, I mean, that's an effective penalty for Medfield there.
Yes.
She had the breakaway, and she had daylight to the net. They tripped her.
And the best part is, since it was a penalty shot, they stay at even strength.
Yes, well, that's the thing. Yeah, now penalty, you miss, no penalty. So no follow-up from that. So 5-on-5 here. They're going to say Westwood made a late change, so coming back on the ice for Westwood is Carolyn. Going back on the bench is Levering. 2 minutes, 32 seconds remaining here in the first period. Wolverines up 1-0 off a goal by Maggie Ash. Wolverines working behind the net. Nice pass there by Presley. That got through. Themistocles walking in, throws it towards the net just wide. And the Wolverines create some great pressure here in the last few minutes. Puck deflects on the stick of Ash. Sullivan towards the net. Puck still loose in the feet of Ash, and then Medfield able to come away with it, and they're going to send that down. Is that going to be on net? No, so that will be an icing.
Well, that was dangerous there for Medfield, and the puck was just hanging out right along the slot. No one saw it. Westwood was able to get in there with a couple of forwards, but a good send away by the unlisted number 16 on Medfield.
Big time. This got a playoff feel to it, Tom.
Certainly
both
does.
teams tight checking. There's emotions. You know, they both want it. And
this could very well be a playoff matchup in that Division II bracket.
Absolutely. And I think we'll have to cover that game, Tom, for TVL Sportsnet.
That's right.
Great move there by the Medfield player, number 20, Parker Cathan.
You can picture that as like an Elite 8 type of game.
Oh, yeah. With a full barn, and then, the warm weather, too. There's nothing better than playoff hockey for high school in Massachusetts.
That's right.
Centering attempt on the stick of Medfield. They throw it on the net. Pad save by Sherman. A big save by Naomi Sherman there. And the puck getting rimmed around.
Medfield nearly had one back to Mara right in front of the net. Got the shot off. A tremendous save by Sherman.
Great pass to Gannon. Gannon walking into the zone. Just getting the feet moving, trying to go around the net. Great stick there by a Medfield defender, able to knock that loose. But right in on the play is Sullivan right off the bench. Makes a nice move, trying to take it towards the net. Off the backhand, hits the side of the net. But Westwood, great anticipation on those passes to jump in front of them and come away with the puck and taking it to the net. Medfield player going 1-on-4. Wolverines with some great layered defense there. They get the puck back. They're going to look to make a stretch pass off the boards. Ash goes to Sullivan. Sullivan, the nice move. The backhand over to Presley. Presley shot, saved by Paraki.
Great save by Paraki there, a clean breakaway. And Paraki comes to a dive and makes the save.
Terrific puck movement there. And a great stretch pass. That was in the Westwood defensive zone. Off the boards to Sullivan. Sullivan shot on net. That gets deflected. 16 seconds left. 15 and counting. Puck sent up top. Liz Levering able to keep it in. Presley able to battle for it down low. Sullivan with the pass between the legs. Medfield able to get the stick on that. They got the puck with 3 seconds remaining here in the period. Westwood doing a good job taking away that space. And that is going to do it here in the first period. So what an exciting first period amongst these two. It went by, I feel like, in a flash. And the Wolverines up 1-0 on a goal by Maggie Ash on a beautiful pass by Abby Presley.
Yeah, that was a nice goal. Westwood finding ways to get some good breakaways, which you need to against this quick Medfield defense. But Cameron Paraki playing out of her mind to keep her team in this game.
Yes.
Medfield in the second period, they're going to have to take some of the pressure off.
Yes.
Because that was all Paraki for a lot of that first period.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, folks, stick around. You watching Westwood Media Center coverage of your Westwood Girls Hockey. We'll take a quick break and see a couple different things that we got going on at Westwood Media Center with the original content and also what's coming in the pipeline.
There's magic associated with high school sports that's hard to quantify. Legends are born.
And they put it in the back of the net.
Memories are made. And smiles come across our faces. These are the moments we talk about forever. They become part of our history. They define us. At Arch Orthodontics, we know how important it is to engage with our community, how critical it is to empower these defining moments. And in a sense, we define our community too. We build confidence. We make the smiles that light up the field, the rink, the gym, and the court. And we do it with a dedication to excellence, just like our athletes who inspire us every time they put on a Westwood uniform.
This book was fantastic because it really culminated everything in your career. Westwood, Harvard, Title IX, that fight. Also, principles that you enacted at Westwood, at Harvard, and also during your fight. And we'll talk about that. But to kind of kick things off, want to get to, to know a little bit more about how this all came to fruition. So I understand that you weren't really up for writing a book originally. Took some convincing. Who helped convince you to write a book, and ultimately, how did that start? Putting ideas on paper to getting this published.
Well, the bottom line to actually finally saying yes is Anne.
Yeah.
So she gets most of the credit. But I will say, the other author, Laura Barnard, who played for me at Harvard was very instrumental also.
Yeah.
And she moved from the Midwest out here with her family and 3 girls. And she said, I want to give back and I want you to write a book. And I'm like, what? No. I'm just a dime a dozen. I work hard. I read my basketball drill books and I go to conferences and, there's really nothing to tell. And she said, no, I have a message, that you have a message and we can't let the message get lost. And I'm like, okay, sure. And then COVID hit and I had the opportunity to do Zooms with Ann and Laura and every alumni, almost everybody I ever coached, I think we ended up talking with. And I was blown away by the message, the classroom that Westwood was, even when I didn't know what I was doing. And at Harvard, where and I think Westwood and Harvard, these women are at the top of their professions. And so if they learned a lot about being so successful by being on the basketball team, like that's a good message. So we'll give it a try.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, your principles, a lot of this book is about, too, the impact you had on your players. So Denise was a player for you in 1979. And one of the quotes you give was how it was important to respect all of your teammates.
Absolutely.
And if you weren't friends with them, just to still respect them. You're all part of one, team, one goal, all of that. You also were an award-winning nurse. And what I read in the award kind of notes, so you won the Marquee Who's Who Top Nurses for Dedication, Achievement, Leadership, and Healthcare. And one of the things that was mentioned in that was how and it was similar to kind of that quote you said in the book, was about how it's important to treat everyone the same, how it's important to treat everyone with the best health care possible, and being able to deliver on that. How much of that mentality did you pick up from Coach and, the principles that she taught you of respecting your teammates, respecting opponents, and, to have that as a core principle when it comes to being a good teammate?
Yeah, I feel like that was my ground zero. That was where I started to learn and started to absorb the importance of what was around me. Sometimes it's a good life lesson to just be quiet and recognize what's going on and try to take away your lessons. That's hard for me because I'm a talker.
Yeah.
But I did learn a lot. And then the application. So I've been on a lot of different teams professionally.
Yeah.
Being a nurse, and I've always tried to see each person for who they really are as individuals and see what's their contributing factors to our team. And I recognize that in Westwood because I was on the bench. I didn't play that much, but I recognized all of the life lessons and got to know each and every player and realized the importance of individuals collectively to make a team.
The Westwood Public Schools have partnered with the Westwood Food Pantry to celebrate the 100th day of school with a food drive. This time of year, typically after the winter months, our shelves start to get very low and people sort of forget about the pantry, but the need is always great no matter the time of year.
There are people in town that really struggle to make ends meet. We help out over 100, or typically around 100 households per month with groceries.
So we thought, hey, the 100th day of school is coming up, and we know that a lot of the elementary schools like to have some type of celebration around the 100th day of school, which this year is February 6th.
It's a very important initiative to help our fellow residents in town and to teach the children how important it is to help their fellow residents.
Each grade is going to be given a certain item to collect from our wish list of items.
The kids get to compete and bring in their items, and the teachers can use it as a learning experience, and they get to help their fellow residents in the town of Westwood that truly are in need.
Each grade in each elementary school will collect up to 100 or more, we're hoping more, items that then they'll count and put together for us, and then they'll get a chance to stop by the pantry and see what we're all about, see how it works, and they get a real look at how they're helping their neighbors here in Westwood in need.
The polls are open.
Let's go.
Right here.
I voted for Star.
Ella.
Star.
Stall.
Ella.
Ella came in with 13 votes. Star came in with 22 votes. So the winner is Star.
There's magic associated with high school sports that's hard to quantify. Legends are born.
And they put it in the back of the net.
Memories are made. And smiles come across our faces. These are the moments we talk about forever. They become part of our history. They define us. At Arch Orthodontics, we know how important it is to engage with our community, how critical it is to empower these defining moments. And in a sense, we define our community too. We build confidence. We make the smiles that light up the field, the rink, the gym, and the court. And we do it with a dedication to excellence, just like our athletes who inspire us every time they put on a Westwood uniform.
Westwood High School Sports, brought to you by Cadillac of Norwood, where luxury meets performance. And Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care.
Welcome back, folks. I want to just zoom in on the Hockey Fights Cancer board, the sign on the board. So this past weekend, it was Hockey Fights Cancer Night at the Canton Ice House. And it's in honor of Rayo Tedesco, who's an amazing woman, and he has an amazing family that has done a terrific job of continuing to keep her legacy alive. And there was a number of different games of teams that played. So Curry, boys and girls played. Zavarian played in it. Westwood boys played King Philip. There's also some club games as well. But wanted to give an update. So they were still tallying up the money raised during that Hockey Fights Cancer games. And it was $168,000 all together.
Wow.
So all together, $168,000. So shout out to everyone involved in that. What a amazing job done by everyone that weekend. So really cool.
Absolutely, that's terrific. And it's great to see. I think all the TVL teams do some type of Cure for Cancer game or stick in the case of the Hopkinton girls, they do the Stick It to Cancer game to help fight ovarian cancer, and great to see all these great efforts throughout the league.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's you know what? Everyone knows someone that's either been impacted or has passed away from it, and it's we're all in this fight together.
That's right.
Had the opportunity to see my old high school hockey coach, Stephen McDonald. I mentioned his name earlier. Terrific guy, terrific Westwood high school hockey player himself. He's a graduate in 1991 at Westwood. And he came on with fellow teammate Mike Welby to coach hockey starting in 2001. That first year, Tom, they won a state championship.
Wow.
They went to the Garden. They beat Westfield 4-2. And they coached together for, I believe, 18 years. So they won another state championship in 2015, 2016, one of those years. But what a legacy they've left, Westwood hockey, in this winning culture.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just such a great program you guys have, and they've been around a lot longer than the Hopkinton hockey program.
Well, it's a program that is very proud, and you know, we've had different alumni come back to join our podcast. One of them being Mark Zarther, who's the Chief Strategy Officer of the Florida Panthers. He was tuning into that game we had on the road in the Hiller game that we did together early in the year. So very proud alumni that continue to cheer on the Westwood Wolverines.
It's always great when you get those comments from people just tuning in around the country or around the world.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Well, puck in the offensive area for the Wolverines. Shot on net, saved by Paraki. That was a shot by Livy Hicks and Paraki.
That was a great feed by Presley to Hicks. And a tremendous save once again by Paraki.
Paraki has been a top goaltender in the TVL. No question about that.
Oh, absolutely. She might be the best, or one of the best for sure.
Nice face-off win, one back for the Wolverines. Played back down low by Campbell. Avery Hughes, shot on net, goes through the crease. Puck ends up on the far side. 50-50 battle going on between the Wolverines. It's going to work its way down for an icing. So we're going to get a face-off now back in the Westwood offensive area.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt Westwood's winning the possession battle here. Medfield having a tough time getting it out of their zone the last few minutes.
Yeah. Looks like Kate Sullivan had an equipment issue. I see her walking now on the outside of the rink, so hopefully everything is all good on the equipment side. I was wondering because they had, puck goes through. That's going to be a chase to it. You got Levering chasing down with number 16, Leah Carson. Levering doing a terrific job. Able to win that puck. Settles it over to Campbell. Campbell up the far side boards. Getting in front of that one is Julia Marino. Marino going one-on-one. The shot that gets deflected. It goes towards the net though, and then knocked to the side by Paraki.
Good job by the defender staying with it.
And puck worked back in the neutral zone. That was caught by the Medfield player. She tried to get into the zone while there was still a player there, and that is offside. So Sullivan back on the ice. So it looked like Hicks was filling in for Sullivan there while she was getting back towards the bench, and now we got the Sullivan line back together. Sullivan with Ash and Presley. They've been probably one of the top lines in the state of Massachusetts. Ash takes it back, moving it nicely, finds Sullivan, and then back on the stick of Ash. Ash working it in. That puck gets knocked off her stick, but Presley there. Presley jumping on the puck on a great pass over to Sullivan. Shot off the side of the net. And then Presley able to jump right back on that possession. So relentless on these forechecks.
Potential breakaway here.
That was a great move by Medfield players trying to work it inside. Backhand goes wide right. That was 24, Abby Fish, who's called her name a few times. Sullivan going back the other way. Oh, makes her patent and toe drag moves. Looking inside, pass, saved by Paraki.
What a save that was.
Oh my gosh. What anticipation by Paraki. A terrific pass.
Yeah, Gannon was
Over
just
to
waiting
Gannon.
along the side of the net, and Baraki just came to a nice diving save there, was able to land on it. Tremendous goaltending.
She is outstanding. She's had about 10 huge saves so far. Wolverines looking to keep that pressure going. You see some of the boys, members of the boys team trickling in now to root on their girls counterparts in the Westwood hockey teams. They've done a great job of supporting each other. You see them at each other's games all throughout the year.
It's always great to have that kind of community.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially two teams that understand how hard it is, how hard the sport is. They're waking up at 4:30 to get on the ice by 5.
Yep,
Puck
absolutely.
in the side of the net, that gets deflected. Went off the side of the net. Ref gave the no goal sign. I don't think it was close to going in, but
Well, it was actually under the leg pad of Baraki.
Oh, okay.
But she was able to just get it away in time.
Shot on net, that goes wide, no icing. Sent up, looking for Hughes in stride. Forces Medfield to go play it back and regroup. Wolverines doing a good job of disrupting the efforts to move it forward. Hughes got a stick on it. Then Marino, terrific on the forecheck. She's gonna send it towards the net, goes off the knob. Hughes on the backhand, that goes just wide. Then puck in front of the net, shot by Cox. And the puck's still loose, and we're gonna get a whistle. So
Wow.
Wolverine third line providing some terrific pressure there.
Medfield got lucky there. Hayden Cox had a wide open look.
The depth is incredible. When you got the Marino line, you got the Hicks line, you got the Sullivan line, it's just rolling after each other, and you're getting fresh legs out there too. What an advantage for the Wolverines. That comes to help you out come third period.
Oh, absolutely. It's great to have a deep team, and this Westwood team very deep, and that's why it's tough to tire them out.
Puck gets knocked in the air. Paraki's going to get a glove on that, and we're going to get a whistle.
You feel for those teams that have short rosters in this sport, that's for sure.
Yes. You got to have good players, you got to have depth. And it's not always the best team that wins. You look at last year, Tom, the Division II state champion was Boston Latin. I believe they were like a 10 seed.
Right.
And
my rule about the hockey playoffs, throw the seeds out the window.
Yeah,
they don't matter.
They don't matter.
Anybody
See a
could
lot of
win.
upsets.
Any seed could win any given game.
You look, Norwood beat the number 1 seed a couple years ago in Tewksbury. The Hillers had some big wins, to make it to the state championship to play Canton.
Oh, yeah, that was tremendous. They made it to the state championship a couple times, 2017 and 2019.
Sullivan catches a pass. She's going to work it on the outside. A little backhand towards the net. That was knocked just wide by Presley. Medfield's chipping it up, but Westwood able to keep that in. They send it right back in on Paraki. Paraki's going to deflect that off to the side. Sullivan there. Great job playing high there. Shot gets deflected off the stick of Ash.
Good job by
Ash to Sullivan. Puck loose, and Westwood scores! Presley on the doorstep puts that one in to put the Wolverines up 2-0.
Well, that's what you can't allow if you're Medfield. Too much pressure in front of the net. Not enough Medfield bodies, and Presley just saw that opening. The left side was able to pop it in. A nice score for Westwood.
That's been something I've seen the last few games for the Wolverines, is crashing the net and getting those loose pucks. And that's how you got to win some games. That's how you got to win some playoff games, is getting those pucks in the net that are right in front, that are loose, whacking it in. They are not afraid to go to the net. They will take a hit, they'll take a whack, knowing that it's going to help them get a scoring opportunity, and a big goal by Abby Presley.
Well, and also immense pressure is one of the only ways to get it by Paraki.
Yes, exactly. She's going to save the first one. You got to be there for the second and third to get it by her. Turnover there.
Ooh.
Shot goes through the crease.
Just missed on that pass.
Westwood a little sloppy in the defensive end, and then great job by Sherman, able to get a glove on that for the face-off, and the Wolverines going to change it up.
Well, and offensively, I mean, that's what Medfield used to do, bring the heat.
Yeah, yeah.
The problem they're having is whenever they do, they have a tough time getting those defenders back.
Be a simple game sometimes. Just throw it on net, crash it. Don't need to reinvent the wheel. So a clean win by the Wolverines. Hughes trying to go around the defender. She does. We got a 2-on-1 going the other way. She's got Cox to her left, towards the net, and that goes just wide.
Pass was just a little long.
Yeah, that was a great breakout, though. All stemmed from the face-off by the Wolverines, where they've created some great offense. We're going to get a penalty called on Levering. They're going to give her a penalty for either a cross-check or an interference. So it's going to be an interference called on Liz Levering, and Medfield's going to get their first look at a power play.
Well, huge opportunity for Medfield here. This is a situation you really want to take advantage of.
Yeah, I mean that's a play that every defenseman makes, is you're trying to slow down that player when they dump it by you, and most of the time they kind of allow it. You know, they called it here, but keep an eye out here. So Westwood on their penalty kill, they usually have Maggie Ash back, which she's been a terrific player that she's strong on her stick, and she can wing that puck out of the Westwood zone when she gets a stick on it. So she's typically a forward, but playing defense on the penalty kill. She's in front, gets a glove on that, then it blocks that one. So there's Maggie Ash making her impact, and Presley going the other way. Watch her speed pick up here, taking it to the net. Presley, shot, saved by Paraki.
Great save by Paraki. And that's what you got to be careful of if you're Medfield, letting Abby Presley break up the ice like that. All kinds of speed flying into the zone. But Paraki just kept her cool and was able to scoop it up.
What opportunity, that speed by Presley. It's a difference maker, but Paraki can negate that with the big saves that she makes. So face-off down in the defensive area for Medfield, Westwood's offensive area. Well, Westwood still trying to kill the penalty. On that opportunity by Presley, it killed 30 seconds off the clock, so it was very successful getting that time off, and now Medfield working in a Westwood zone. Saved by Sherman on a shot from the outside. Then Westwood jumps on front of it. Gannon has some space, and she's going to use her speed to the outside. Gets by the defender. She's got Lewis to her left. She shot it off the side of the net. Then she's got Marino with the shot. That goes over, but Westwood still moving the puck around on a penalty kill.
Yeah, they are. I mean, this is some excellent shorthanded hockey. But Parker Cathan had a nice breakaway there from Medfield. Got a nice shot on net.
Yep. But cool as ever has been Sherman, who just brushed that shot to the side.
Yeah, it was a great save by Sherman. Cathan, that's someone you got to look out for Medfield. She has a snipe of a shot.
Oh, and Lewis gets a stick on it. She's able to get it out. Now she's got Gannon. Gannon trying to find Lewis on the break and just goes past her, but they get that deep, which kills some additional time off the clock. 18 seconds and counting remaining on the penalty kill. Puck is iced, so the icing, which unforced error by Medfield, going to bring that puck in the face-off back into their defensive area.
Well, it's been an excellent PK so far for Westwood.
Yeah.
And not only are they killing it off, they're getting pressure
They're getting some looks, yeah. And you got Kate Sullivan out there, who's always an offensive threat when she's on the ice. Medfield going to dump and chase, but no one there to chase. Going to allow Westwood to just jump right on it, get a shot, but the puck deflects towards the front of the net. Loose. Oh,
Carson!
What a bounce that had right on the stick of Medfield.
Leah Carson. That was just a great job off the rebound, able to pop it into the back of the net.
Yeah, Westwood just got to knock that puck out to the side. Can't afford to put that in the middle of the ice. And then Carson right there on the side of the net took a great bounce right on her stick. She buried it. That cuts the Westwood lead, so Westwood up 2-1. And a power play goal by Medfield.
Yeah, Medfield needed that.
Yep.
That keeps them in this game very much.
The puck in the defensive end for Westwood. Behind the net, Themistocles. Chipping it up to Presley. Presley going to work it back to Themistocles. Themistocles over to Ash. Ash creating some space. Sends it over to Sullivan, who does a good job of stick handling that through traffic. Now she's going to get the feet moving. On the outside, takes a whack, goes right around the first player, around the second, now the third. Looking for the front of the net, shot, score! And the answer for the Wolverines, Maggie Ash, on a beautiful pass by Kate Sullivan.
What a response by Westwood. You give up a tough goal, and you come right back at him. A great break up the ice, a beauty of a pass, and a nice shot to finish it off.
That is how you answer. You know, you don't feel woe is me after a goal. You go out and you get the next one. And what an effort. It started, Sullivan kind of got handcuffed on the pass. She took the puck behind her own net, create some speed, beat the first, beat the second, beat the third to take it towards the Medfield net. And a beautiful pass to Ash, who buried that for Westwood's third goal. And I believe, yes, Ash's second goal of the game. She had the first one.
Yes, yep. How about that snipe by Ash?
Unbelievable.
How many goals she got this season, you know?
She's got a ton. I don't know what that is quantity-wise, but it's a ton, and we've called a bunch. And a nice play there by Hughes, chips it out to herself. So great job by Avery Hughes to get that out of the zone and to get it out in the neutral zone with some speed.
See Medfield going back to keeping those defenders back, trying to avoid allowing those breakaways.
Yes, they do a good job of the neutral zone, clogging that up and, you know, being able to anticipate those plays. So much of the game is dictated in the neutral zone. Speed, regroups, setups. Puck sent a far side to Cox. She sends it back. She was in the middle of a change. Thank God she saw that. It could have been too many players.
Oh, wow, what a shot.
What a shot there.
Maybe Kelly. Yeah, she just had an absolute rocket into the back of the net.
Hit the post and wrapped it around. Heck of a shot there. Big goal for Medfield.
Just when I thought it was going to be more of a defensive game, not a lot of scoring, we got this craziness in the second period.
Yep. And they send the Sullivan line right back out there, looking to answer.
2 goals each in the second period.
Westwood wins the draw. The pass near side just gets past Presley. Worked back up top to Campbell. Campbell off the far side boards, looking to Ash, not able to connect there. Midfield able to chip that forward. Levering with a good stick, able to chip it past and outside the blue line. Forces Medfield to regroup and try again. Westwood with sticks in the lanes. Presley able to work by 2 Medfield defenders. She's got a 2-on-1. If Sullivan jumps up in the play, she does. Shot just goes wide. Just missed the top left corner. But what a job by her. She was able to chip that ahead of 2 Medfield players to have that opportunity.
Yeah, she had the defender in front of her, so try to wrist it.
Puck thrown towards the net, takes a couple ricochets, and then Paraki gets the glove on that to cover it up.
Is this how the first time they went, Matt? It started off slow first period, then just got crazy?
Yes. It's been weird. So when we cover these games, we've seen a couple scoreless periods, and then we've seen like explosive Westwood offense. So we've seen 0-0 after 2, and then Westwood scores 5 unanswered in the third. So we've seen a lot of different action for the Wolverines. Gannon throws it towards the net. The puck loose. Paraki able to cover it up, and we get a whistle.
That was danger there.
We're going to get a face-off on the right corner. Hicks on the draw. She's got Lewis to her left, Gannon to her right. This has been a very productive line for the Wolverines all year long. Lewis, an 8th grader, called her first goal in the game versus Walpole. And her confidence has just skyrocketed ever since. Her brother, Tom, Nolan Lewis, was the game-winning goal scorer in the boys' game earlier. Yes.
Yeah, he hit a couple tonight.
Yep. Westwood on the entry. Gannon looking towards the net, sends it off the side of the net. It's still there. It was loose, and we got a whistle.
I don't think she was aware that the puck was right by her foot.
No.
Her skate, I should say.
Had a little help from the official. I think it was still loose when he blew the flag, or maybe.
Oh no, she just landed on it.
And it looks like maybe the net might have been off too.
Yeah,
he's kind of fixing that.
Once that net comes to slot, you're blowing the whistle no matter what. Just There was kind of a heartbreaking situation the other night where it looked like Hopkinton was going to have a clean shot in their game, and the net became dislodged, and they had to kill it dead.
And then a face-off won by the Wolverines. Shot saved by Paraki. That was a shot from the point from Levering, who we told you. She's got a fantastic shot for the Wolverines.
Absolute snipe there.
Medfield's going the other way, working it into Westwood zone, but great job by the Westwood defender there. That was Justine Connolly, making it difficult to advance that puck, and then ends up on the stick of Sullivan, who keeps it in front of her. And Westwood's gonna regroup. Bounce pass to Sullivan. Sullivan's got Presley, who walks in. Presley, Sullivan, and Ash. Shot by Presley and saved by Paraki and covered for the whistle.
Tremendous save by Paraki, and once again, great break up the ice. Good passing by Westwood. A nice shot.
Paraki is one cool cucumber, unfazed by the pressure. And every game we've done against her, she's the best player on the ice. No question about that.
Yeah, I don't think opposing teams like when she's in net very much.
The Marino line out there. Aiden Cox battling in the corner, not giving an inch. Setting a great example for the Wolverines. She's one of the captains, one of the three captains, her, Ava Themistocles, and Kate Sullivan. Shot from the point, deflected, ends up down on the ice. That was a shot from Fallon Campbell. Hughes battling behind the net. Campbell coming down to pinch, and puck gets by her, but you got a great back check from Marino. And stick there by Themistocles. Does a terrific job to keep that in front of her. Marino gonna send it in. Oh, she sends it off the glass. Looks like she had a teammate on the bench.
She'd like to have that one back.
Yeah. After a little chip right there with the other player. I don't know who was to her right, if it was Hughes, but that was a good look for the Wolverines. But tremendous back check by Marino, helping out.
Yeah, it really is. And Medfield having a tough time getting in Westwood zone these last couple of minutes.
Yep. Sullivan muscling the puck there. Pass out to Presley. Presley on the outside. Chips it ahead for Sullivan. Ash jumping in front of that. Westwood able to get the turnover. Shot from the top. A Chevry. That gets blocked. Goes towards the near side boards. Puck in the corner. Presley got a stick on it. She's got two Medfield players. Medfield able to come away with it in a beautiful breakout pass.
Ooh, 3-on-2.
They got some numbers. They jump up 3-on-2. Good stick there. That was a great stick by Connolly, and a shot, score.
Wow, what a one-timer that was by Parker Cathin. A great feed by Brooke Riley. Cathin just waiting in the slot, able to pound it in.
That was a heck of a one-timer. My goodness, what a shot. They played that 3-on-2 to a T.
I gotta say, Morgan, I'm glad I stuck around. This is some great hockey.
Glad we're able to convince you.
Well, you had to call my agent, so we got that all squared away.
We did. We figured the numbers, and we made it work. So Westwood wins the draw. Lewis looking to send it on net. That doesn't get all of it on that one, but puck worked behind the net. Medfield looking to work it through the neutral zone. That's chipped ahead. Played by Fallon Campbell. She's going to stop, trying to go the near side. Puck loose still. Levering jumps on it. Watch this. When she gets the feet moving, she gets some great offense going. Sends it up the side to Lewis. Lewis working it around. Sends it up top. Campbell, the shot. Saved by Paraki. Rebound down low. Puck still loose.
That was punched away by Paraki.
Yeah. Any way to keep it out. And that puck is heading towards the ice line, and we get an icing call with 1:05 remaining here in the second. So 1:05 remaining here in the second. Sullivan on the draw. The stalemate on the faceoff. Sullivan able to come away with the win. Sends it towards the center, no one there, but then kept in by Themistocles. Puck back down low. Sullivan was looking a backhand pass there to Presley. Working towards the net in the front, and that gets knocked away by Medfield. And puck ends up at center ice. Good battle there between Medfield and Westwood players. That's number 7 on Medfield, Brooke Riley. Number 11, Justine Connolly. Domestically is going D to D. Finds Connolly. Connolly looking up ice. That pass gets deflected. Second attempt, able to get that outside the blue line. And we got a whistle called for offside.
Yeah, that Connolly-Riley matchup, that's been fun to watch. They were going at it.
Yeah, two great players.
Absolutely.
Two that have been doing it for a while now. And 2 players that are on the ice when it matters the most. So 26 seconds remaining here in the second. We are knotted at 3. Levering, working it in, goes inside, outside, heading towards the net. Shot goes off the side of the net. McDonald playing it, kept in by Hicks.
There's some great stick work by Levering.
Yes. Puck takes a Medfield bounce, gonna throw that on net. Set aside by Sherman, and that's gonna do it here for the 3rd period.
What a period it was, unbelievable.
Absolutely. And another period I feel like went by in 5 minutes. Just a back and forth, and a couple big goals by Medfield to tie it up.
I gotta say, that's one of the most action-packed periods of hockey I've seen. Really great back and forth.
Yep.
And this game is gonna go down to the final seconds, I feel like.
And stick around, folks. You are watching Westwood Media Center coverage of Westwood Girls Hockey.
There's magic associated with high school sports that's hard to quantify. Legends are born.
And they put it in the back of the net.
Memories are made. And smiles come across our faces. These are the moments we talk about forever. They become part of our history. They define us. At Arch Orthodontics, we know how important it is to engage with our community, how critical it is to empower these defining moments. And in a sense, we define our community too. We build confidence. We make the smiles that light up the field, the rink, the gym, and the court. And we do it with a dedication to excellence, just like our athletes who inspire us every time they put on a Westwood uniform.
Westwood, welcome to the first installment of Westwood Real Estate with Mike Tinsley for 2025. It's the beginning of a new year, which means that media outlets and industry experts are weighing in with their real estate market predictions for the next 12 months. With that in mind, I thought I'd get in on the fun and make some of my own predictions for the Westwood real estate market for the upcoming year. So far in January, there have been 5 homes listed for sale in Westwood. Obviously not a big number, and it's much too early to glean any definitive market trends yet, but this is a noticeable jump from last year when only a single home had been listed for sale by this time in mid-January. My first prediction is that this trend is going to continue, and we'll see a significantly larger number of homes listed for sale in 2025 compared to 2024. Last year, 179 homes hit the market, and my prediction for this year is 215. Now, does this increase in supply mean that prices will go down? My crystal ball says no. There will be ample buyer demand for our town to absorb this increase in home inventory. Not only that, but I predict that interest rates will finally drop below 6%, something that we haven't seen since 2022, which means that even more qualified home buyers will enter the buyer pool. Economics 101 tells us that more buyers means more demand, which means that home values are going to go up. I predict a 5% jump in Westwood home values. So there is my expert-ish take on what the Westwood real estate market is going to look like in 2025. We'll revisit these numbers at the end of the year to see how things went, unless I'm way off, in which case we'll just delete this video. My tip of the month for January is for those home sellers who plan on listing their house for sale this spring. Now is a great time to have your heating and HVAC system serviced. Not only will buyers appreciate a recent inspection and tune-up, but you could potentially identify and repair any issues that otherwise might come up during a future home inspection. That's it for this month. We'll see you in February. Thanks, guys.
My name is Dr. Drew Chase. I am the owner of Arch Orthodontics. I've been part of the practice for 25 years, just celebrated the 25th anniversary in June. The Arch has been an entity since 1974. I've been with the practice since 1998. That's about as long as I've been an orthodontist, in fact. Primarily, Arch Orthodontics provides services that talk to straightening out your teeth. The foundation of orthodontics is in moving the teeth, creating great smiles and healthy bites. In addition to that, we do Botox therapy to enhance the facial aesthetic, as well as fillers. Part of Botox therapy isn't just for facial aesthetics. It actually has to do with resolving TMJ pain and bruxism discomfort. Well, I think misconceptions about orthodontics really have to do with what's involved in getting to the outcome. Many people think that it hurts. Many people think that orthodontics takes a really long time. Many people are challenged with the concern about what they'll look like going through treatment. And there are a host of options that are going to solve those issues, shorter amount of time and less visible. We like to see orthodontic patients for their first visit by the age of 7. What we do is check to make sure they're developing normally and in an appropriate manner. The typical age that we start comprehensive orthodontic treatments is about 12 years old, which is about the time that all the rest of the baby teeth fall out and the adult teeth are growing in. We've been in this office in Westwood for 8 years, but we were in another location for another 4 years prior to that. It is an extension of where we started. The office began its practice in Stoughton, and we have gradually expanded our footprint up into Boston, out onto Cape Cod, and the convenience of living in the town that I work in, working in the town that I live in is beautiful. And it's wonderful to see the patients that we have on a regular basis when I go over to the other local businesses and be out on the ball field with my kids. We participate in pretty much all the town activities in Westwood in order for us to really engender ourselves within the town. We support the schools, we support the sports team. I did a mouthguard program to ensure that all of our athletes were protected, offering free custom-made professional grade mouthguards to all of the high school athletes in the town. It's the most wonderful profession in the world. It really allows us to be artistic. It allows us to create confidence for people. When they feel good about themselves, they are able to function at a higher capacity. As far as function is concerned, the impact of a proper bite and a healthy alignment of your teeth is significant. It does, in fact, affect your systemic health. So there's a direct correlation between poor oral hygiene and inability to clean your teeth as a function of how they're positioned, and heart health, diabetes, and such. So the sooner you get your teeth straight, the longer you keep your teeth straight, the more healthy you'll be for the rest of your life.
I really like the relationships I build with the kids. I get to bond with the kids and show them things. I've taught a lot of kids a bunch of things and I really like it.
Well, I applied because I had been coming here ever since I was 7.
I worked here because I wanted to work with my brother.
I've been at the Westwood Rec basically my entire life, so it's just really fun to finally be able to make the magic.
I applied to Rec because I worked at Extended Day, and I thought it was going to be I knew a lot of the kids already, and it's just a fun continuation of that.
I went here as a kid. It was really fun, and I wanted to see what it'd be like as a CIT, and it's just really fun being able to connect with all the kids.
the kids that always want me to come back and enjoy me being their counselor has really made me want to keep returning. The best part is being able to play games as part of your job is really fun. It almost doesn't even feel like a job.
Definitely just being able to give the kids enjoyment and fill their time with laughs and, fun memories.
I come back each summer because I just love seeing the looks on kids' faces and the smiles when we make the crafts and we play in the playground. It's just really fun.
Well, I think the best part about being a counselor is getting to play a bunch of games for work, and it's not super serious, and it's just a lot of fun.
I think Westwood Rec Summer Camp is really special because they put a lot of effort into making sure that the kids are having a great time. That's the number one priority, is that everyone is happy.
Working with the kids, it's fun, and you still get to play the games, you get to enjoy yourself, and the opportunities that come from it, it's great. So definitely worthwhile coming here over the summer.
Hello and welcome to Westwood News Now. I'm your host, Charlotte Lynch, here to recap and preview all things Westwood.
Westwood High School Sports, brought to you by Cadillac of Norwood, where luxury meets performance. And Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care.
Welcome back, folks. What a game we have so far today. Tom, when we were talking about how we were expecting this to be a good game, did you expect this to be what we were talking about? Did you expect what we have here today coming into the third period, knotted at 3-3?
Well, knowing how talented these two teams are, I knew that anything was possible, but after that 1-0 first period, it was kind of a more defensive period, lots of good saves, and you got two great goaltenders in there. But yeah, I guess I didn't expect that much of an offensive explosion in the second period, but both teams have just gotten tremendous breakaways and fantastic opportunities.
Yep.
And this should be quite a finish.
This is a great test for both teams. This is what playoff hockey is all about. One-goal games, tie games. How do you manage the nerves? How do you stay focused? And Westwood has not really had a game like this since the first game they played Medfield. So, to be the team that they want to be, to make the long playoff run, they're going to have to win these close games, and this is a great test for them.
Yeah, this is a great game to have at this point in the season. Last couple of weeks, you're getting ready for the playoffs. You want these kinds of matchups.
The puck won back by Westwood. Domestically is trying to send that in. That got blocked. A couple stick lifts by the Wolverines, and Presley able to walk through it. She works it off her skate. Sullivan able to work that towards her stick. And we're going to work it around, looking to get it back to the fence. That puck's deflected as well. Puck sent back in by Westwood. Westwood's got to tag up. We're going to make a couple changes. Sullivan, the initial forechecker, forces a pass up the near side. But Presley able to just close that window down and win that puck battle. She has been terrific on offense and defense. Puck chipped in. Westwood has some space. Levering. Going to just send it off the boards. Gets that out. Forces Medfield to have to make decision to playing it back. Hicks does a good job to knock that puck loose. Puck ends up behind the back of the net. Loose. And then Lewis throwing it towards the net. Forces Paraki to get the waffle on that with the blocker. Puck battles has been the theme of the night.
Yeah, that puck is jammed in that corner. We've got McDonald locking it up along the corner. McNamara trying to dig it out.
McDonald's been such a terrific player on defense for Medfield. She's been doing it for a while. Comes from a hockey family. Shot by Levering. Gets deflected. Ends up on the stick of Gannon. Gannon down low. So Lewis with a nifty move. Puck loose, back on the stick of Levering. Shot just goes wide. Oh, and just missed on that connection was Lewis, and Hicks, and Levering scores with the snipe! Tom, when I said in the beginning of the game, wait till you see her shot. She has got a rocket.
Yes, she does.
There it is. She breaks the lead to put the Wolverines up 4-3.
She almost broke the back of the net with that one. The puck just hanging out along the high slot. Liz Levering absolutely rapid fires it in.
Meanwhile, we got the Hills song blaring right now. It reminds me of the early 2000s. The Hills. Cox wins a nice puck battle there, chips it up ahead to Marino. Marino chasing after it. Forces Medfield defender to go the other way. Puck in the center of the ice.
One of the keys for Medfield in that second period was quick responses to goals. Let's see if they can continue that.
Yes. And some of the adjustments, wanted to see more shots from Levering, and we saw it right there. When she gets that shot, she finds the back of the net.
Yeah, I mean, you can't leave the puck hanging out like that.
No,
that was just a straight-on shot.
Shot towards the net. That's deflected off of Chevry. And back in the stick of Chevry. Chevry, beautiful pass on the breakout. Finds Sullivan. Sullivan takes contact, hits the ice, gets right back up. Medfield working it up near side. Puck gets just by the forward over there. Themistocles playing it back. Goes D to Connolly. Back to Themistocles. Themistocles looking up ice. Chips it up to Ash. Sullivan gets it walking in. Working towards the middle of the ice. She looked back and kept it. Smart play. Shot on net. Turned away by Piraki. And a player on Medfield goes down. I think Westwood got away with potential penalty there. Medfield working it into Westwood territory. Westwood defense getting sticks in the lanes. Shot on net, rebound, saved by Sherman. A shot just goes by her into the far side corner. Medfield gonna swing it around the other end. Presley right there, just gets by her. And a nice move there. That was Lawrence St. Mary. Puck works to the net, turned away by the Wolverines. Now Presley with some speed. She can beat her, she goes to the outside. Working it outside, it's gonna go around the net. Oh, what a entry by Presley. And then looking back door for Lewis. They just missed on that connection, but able to keep the puck. Shot goes just wide. That was from Levering at the point. Gannon picks it up, working it around. She's got Lewis in front of the net. That pass attempt gets deflected. Medfield going the other way, but great stick work by the Wolverines. Keeps that in front of them. Liz Levering, the 8th grader. Unbelievable, the confidence in these kids. Playing with kids 3-4 years older than them. You couldn't tell. Shot, score! Erin Gannon on a deflection from Liz Levering.
Just a great feed from Levering. And Gannon able to power it in.
Erin Gannon. As Evan says, Erin the Cannon Gannon. It was a nickname given to her by her teammates. And she showed it there, putting that tip in the back of the net. And what a look to be able to find that open player, get a stick on that, put it in the back of the net for the Wolverine goal, a huge goal.
It certainly was. And what great vision Levering has to make that pass.
Yes, the vision of, your first instinct is to want to shoot it. But to throw that on net and also to be on the same page with that player to tip it, what a combination between those two.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a reason this Westwood team's undefeated.
They're relentless on the attack. If this play doesn't work, they're going to try something new. They'll get the beautiful goals, end to end. They'll also get those greasy goals, the ones that are just hard working in front of the net. Sullivan, shot, saved by Piraki, and that was loose, and we got a whistle.
Wow. I don't know how Piraki made that save. That was a great pass by, I believe it was Maggie Ash coming up the ice along with Kate Sullivan, and Sullivan was going top shelf on that one, and just a tremendous save by Paraki.
Paraki is
She's single-handedly keeping
unbelievable.
Medfield in this game.
She's got my vote for Tri-Valley League Goalie of the Year. There's no question about that. There's been some good ones too. The the Norwood goaltender, Tenor, I believe her name was. The Hopkinton goaltender, terrific. And I believe she's 8th grade.
She is indeed, yeah.
And we're gonna have a power play here. Avery Hughes was tripped up.
Yeah, this is big for Westwood. They could really take charge of this game here. Yeah, I mean, this is good goaltenders all throughout the TVL. You know, the Ashland goaltender was pretty good too.
Yes. Oh, very good. Absolutely. The Wolverines on the power play. We got Sullivan up top. She shoots. Shot gets deflected wide. She's also got Connolly up top. They got Ash in the half wall, and they got Marino in front with Presley helping out behind the net. It's a great combination of different players from different lines that maximize the different looks they can get opportunity-wise. Pass on the back door to Ash. Shot, save, and a goal by Presley on the doorstep.
Crowd the net and overwhelm the defense, and it pays off.
Presley is relentless, right there, ready for that opportunity. When that puck was there, she buried it.
Well, the last thing you wanted if you're Medfield was to give Westwood a power play opportunity, especially with all the pressure that they're doing, even at full strength. And a big power play there for Westwood.
That was a big goal to put the Wolverines up 6-3. 3 unanswered here in the third period. Wolverines really putting their foot on the gas in the third. They came out here with some purpose. One question I'll have to ask head coach Lauren Hilberg was, what was the message? What was the message in between periods? But still, plenty of game left here. Wolverines need to continue to execute and close out a game. 8 minutes, 43 seconds remaining here.
Well, you saw at the end of that second period how quick this Medfield team can score as well.
Absolutely.
So this
they got some snipers too that can pick some corners. Puck sent down the length of the ice, and that is going to be called icing. Bring the face-off into the Westwood defensive area.
Yeah, I think Medfield are going to be trying to just put the puck towards the net, seeing if they can get something off a rebound, but they got to find a way to keep it in Westwood's zone.
Marino on the draw. That puck won back by Medfield. Shot from the point, that gets deflected. Puck still loose in a little scrum, and then forced back outside. Medfield gonna have to tag up. Domestically's able to settle that puck down. He's gonna work it back to the other side, Connolly. Those defensive partners working so well together. It's actually Carolyn over there. So Carolyn working with Domestically's, and then rimmed around back to the near side. Hughes trying to chip it up, but Domestically's able to flip it off the boards. Wolverines get it out. Medfield working back on the entry. A nice little Gretzky move there inside to hold on to the puck, but Westwood defense so relentless on making sure that they're getting the stick lifts, getting the puck battles won for their side.
Well, these last couple of minutes have been good for Medfield. They haven't been letting Westwood rush their zone.
Opportunity in front of the net, and Sherman with the save, getting in front of that and gets the whistle.
Good look for McDonald in the slot. Nice save by Sherman.
The Wolverines and the Warriors going to change up their players. Sullivan taking the draw for the Wolverines. That's won by Medfield. Puck in the far side corner. Nice pass over to Chevry, who's got some space. She sends it over to Ash. Ash was looking for Sullivan there. Picked off by Medfield. Connolly. Puck sent towards the net and gloved by Sherman, who keeps it out of the net.
Actually,
great wherewithal.
She tried to glove it. It went off the top of her glove.
Oh, just to even get the glove on that was a very smart play. You know, nerve-wracking play too. When you see that puck rotating and you see it heading towards kind of that goal area,
right?
She's able to get enough of that glove on it to just bat it away.
Well, great attack by Medfield. They've been attacking Westwood's zone for the last minute and a half or so. And this is what they got to do if they want to get back into this game.
Clean win by Hicks. Oh, and puck gets deflected in front of the net, blocked by Westwood. Hicks able to get in front of that shot. Going the other way is Lewis. Lewis gets her own puck back. Shot goes just wide.
That was a great move.
Puck sent back in by Campbell. Lewis chases to it and ends up on the stick of Levering. Levering, nice pass down low. Shot by Lewis, saved by Piraki.
Medfield got lucky there. Lewis had a wide open shot.
Are we gonna get an ice here? I think we are. Yes, an icing. How about that pass though? So Lewis on that shot, it was a pass by Levering. Again, Levering just finding these passes down low when everything tells you instinct-wise to shoot.
It's really, you know, the most successful teams, they have those crisp passes, and that's what Westwood has. Probably the best passing in the TVL.
They anticipate well, and I think they communicate well too. They call where they are, you know. So to receive a pass, you got to let your teammate know where you are.
Communication's key for sure.
So Westwood has allowed 8 goals to Medfield this season. All other teams have been -8. Oh, so okay.
Well, it shows you how good this Medfield team is.
So sorry about that. So Westwood's given up 8 goals versus Medfield this year, Tom?
Yep.
Every other team they've played has collectively only scored 8 goals versus Westwood.
That's unreal. What an unreal stat.
So it just shows one thing, that Medfield is a heck of a team. It also shows like what a dominant season Westwood has had when it comes to offense and defense.
Well, there's Westwood and Medfield, and then there's everyone else.
But the other teams are great. You know, there's no free win in the TVL. You know, it was a 1-goal game versus Hopkinton here a couple weeks back.
Oh, absolutely. That Hopkinton team, they've gotten better and better as the season has gone on.
They're very well coached.
Very well coached.
Mixed with good talent, and they're so young too. Like, the sky is the limit for that team.
Absolutely. Coach Chin does a great job over there, and they're going places, that team. That program every year is getting better and better. They had their first playoff appearance a couple of years ago, and they had a lot of injuries to deal with last year, so didn't make it, but they're going to be back this year for sure.
Incredible. The pass to center ice, and Tom, Westwood playing Hopkinton again on shot just wide left of Sherman. They're going to play each other again on Saturday.
That's right. We'll be there.
Yes. Tune in. H-Cam.
Looking forward to it.
You can catch the coverage. Maybe we get a little stream on Westwood Media Center for that game as well. We'll see. We will confirm. So no icing on that clear. Westwood battling for the possession. Still battling. Sullivan with the stick lift. Oh, and they're going to say that the puck came outside the zone, played by Levering, which is going to draw an offside call.
Yeah, maybe you'll get your first loss on Saturday.
We've had a good run of the games we've done together.
And then after that, at 6:30 Saturday, we've got the boys against Norwood.
Wow, that's going to be a great game.
I'm looking forward to that one.
You know what I'm looking forward to, Tom? Great pizza at the New England Sports Center.
Yes.
I had a little popcorn the other night, you know. It was a great place to, you want food, you got plenty of great options there.
Well, we got a 2-hour gap between our games, so I think between I'm just gonna big out.
You're gonna get after it. I love it. Puck won back by Medfield. Gonna send it to the far side corner. Levering able to come away with the battle. Nice stick lift. She finds Gannon on the far side. Gannon gonna work it in. Makes a nice move through the legs, taking it to the net, and Piraki gets the glove on it.
Great move by Gannon. Puck just got out a little too much in front of her. Certainly not her fault, just a slick ice going up along the slot area, but a nice breakaway.
Mentioning earlier, I think counting the playoff game for girls soccer, Gannon had like 19 goals on the year. When you add what she's done with hockey this year, I can't remember a freshman year that has been as successful as what she's been putting up. What a year to remember for
I mean, some of these 8th graders and freshman players that we're seeing out there on the ice tonight, you just wonder how good they're going to be when they're seniors.
Yeah, so Presley, who we've seen, who's been dominant, only a freshman this year. She was an 8th grade last year, making her presence felt, and absolute dominant player for the Wolverines.
Well, if I recall correctly, Cameron Paraki's been the Medfield goaltender since her freshman year.
Yes. She's a junior, yeah.
And I thought she was tremendous then.
Yeah.
She just gets better and better.
Great stick here by the Wolverines. Hughes working it in. She's got that stick on the puck to get that turnover to walk that in. And domestically sends it to Hughes, and they're going to say offside.
Well, this has been quite an effort by Westwood after Medfield was able to attack the net relentlessly towards the end of that second period. Westwood has really taken control of this game.
Impressive, impressive on all fronts. This Medfield team is very, very impressive with that explosive offense, the goals they scored in a short amount of time, the type of goals too. They picked corners, but Westwood's response to dig deep, I think they led into some of the senior leadership on Westwood to kind of keep them focused on the next one. We saw that on the Ash answer. Shot by Levering goes wide. That was a rocket.
Would not want to be in front of that one.
No. Puck in the near side boards. Nice pass by Ash to Sullivan. She shoots, misses on the first. Second shot deflected just wide. Ash picks it up behind the net. Medfield tries to flick that. Sullivan able to send that up top to Levering. Shot just wide. Wolverines getting the cycle going. Thrown towards the middle. Just went by Presley, and that puck is ice, but what a hand-eye coordination there by Levering, able to knock it down, settle it, to allow Westwood to keep it going. Gannon fresh on the ice. Shot, save, but it's loose. Goes into the corner. Forced Medfield defender to have to go play it. Westwood still, this is kind of what we were talking about too with the depth, Tom.
Yeah.
Third period can make a difference when you have that depth.
And and in this game, it probably made a lot of difference. Westwood looks fresh out there right now.
Yep.
And
great passing.
You would like every roster to be even, but that's not going to be the case. But a tremendous effort by this Westwood team who just outpowered Medfield in this third period.
I feel bad. We had a couple Medfield families in front of us, and I think we might have scared them away with our yelling after goals, particularly the Westwood goals. So apologies.
I try to give a few yells.
You did. You had some good yells for the Medfield goals.
Provide some balance to the broadcast.
But we are homers. I am a homer when it comes to Westwood athletics.
Oh, you've heard me at Hopkins.
Those game winners, I've heard them.
Well, I'll tell you, I get excited whenever anyone scores a goal.
Yes. Well, you know how special it is for these kids, how hard they work. Hard not to be a fan of these teams and, all the things that they put into going out to try and win TVL titles, win big games.
Ooh, there's a nice shot, little high-low.
Puck ends up top. Nice pass to McDonald, the shot on net, blocked by Westwood.
I'll tell you, Morgan, I can't wait to see that Division II girls bracket.
Yeah.
You could potentially have every TVL team in that bracket.
Oh, my goodness.
And if the season ended today, I think everybody would be in, except maybe Ashland, I think, is slightly out right now.
That's going to make for a very busy TVL Sportsnet season.
Yes. We'll have to have the girls hockey special.
Folks, if you were watching, check out TVL Sportsnet. Is it, what's the website, Tom?
You can check it out on tvlsports.net or hcam.tv.
And Tom does a wrap of the different, just catching up with the different TVL teams as well as sports.
That's right.
Post-game interviews, catches up on the storylines. We have a great story. We have a fantastic league. And to put that in one place where everyone can kind of catch up on everything TVL related, it's unbelievable. And it's been fun watching it because, you know what? A lot of these teams, particularly those spring teams, went on to win, or the fall teams won state championships.
That's right. We had a couple state championships we were covering, and it was a lot of fun. Medfield girls volleyball, Dover Sherborne boys soccer champions.
Shot on net, gloved by Paraki. 7 seconds remaining here in the game. 4, 3, 2, one, and that is gonna do it here at the Canton Ice House. A huge win for your Westwood Wolverines, winning 6-3 over Medfield in a big TVL matchup and a big Division II matchup between two top 10s in the state. And, you know, what a game right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, just a great game. Great effort by both these teams. I'm looking forward to watching both these teams in the playoffs. They are both going to be tough teams to knock out of that Division II bracket. I think they'll both have big runs, but a very fun matchup out there tonight. But this Westwood team, they just have everything you need, and they showed it here tonight that they can put their foot on the gas at any time and outpower whoever their opponent is, even if it is a very good team like the Medfield Warriors. An impressive win for Westwood, but an impressive game overall by both these teams.
Absolutely.
And Morgan, it was a pleasure joining you.
Tom,
thanks for having me.
A lot of fun. I cannot wait for Saturday, folks. We will be back together covering Westwood versus Hopkinton. You can find it on HCAM. We'll see if we can get the stream on Westwood Media Center as well. But a great win for the Wolverines, 6-3. Also, folks, if you are still tuning in, right after our coverage, we're actually going to have TVL Sportsnet being streamed. So stick around. You'll get a nice glimpse of the TVL Sportsnet and how fun that is. And there's some great Westwood clips as well included in that. So, folks, that's going to do it here at the Ice House. Thank you all for tuning in. What a memorable day. Tom, thank you. Mike, thank you.
Pleasure.
Evan, thank you for everything you did today. Going to remember this one for a while. But stay safe, folks. We're looking forward to seeing you all on the next one.